Jack is an annual speaker at my class at Stanford Law School, and I can tell you that every single year the students are the most engaged with him, and he is ranked as the highest speaker. So he is doing a great job. People respect him as somebody who's intelligent with opinions that are driven by the facts and not the other way around.
Jack shows up for the companies that he serves because he deeply cares about the people. Nothing is more important to him than being a servant board member, servant leader. And so to me, he cares deeply about the folks around the table and wants them to be successful. And I think that keeps him engaged and excited and wanting to do the work.
I think he's an incredible chairman of the board. And I can't really think of anybody that I would have wanted to go on this journey with rather than Jack. I'm lucky to have gotten to know him. I'm lucky to have gotten to work with him and quite frankly learn from him in how to be a better board member, how to be a better partner to a company.
So Jack leads with curiosity and humility. He asks the questions that others don't think to ask, and he listens more than he talks. So when he speaks, people really listen to him.
Jack is always setting the bar in the boardroom. He really elevates the rest of the team because they know Jack's going to come prepared and ready to engage. So he's an amazing board member in that regard.
He brings energy to the room every time he's there, lots of thought. So I would say dynamic is the way I would talk about Jack. You bring your heart and soul to these companies and you help us make all of these companies better, and I appreciate everything you do.
Jack's kind of a really interesting combination of being humble and very direct at the same time, which really brings out the best in people, and he's even occasionally funny. I think I'd say to Jack, get comfortable with the award, and I hope that you're enjoying the night and enjoying the accomplishment, and I know that this is just one milestone in a number of great contributions you're going to continue.
He's always trying to do what's best for the family and always doing what he can to take the steps that he can to be the best father and the best person that he can be for the entire family. And I always think he's trying to think through, I think in some ways where he's kind of dynamic in the boardroom, he's also kind of dynamic in our personal life too.
He always made time to care about not just my family, but the people in his life that he just truly had a connection with and cared about. Yeah, he taught me that no matter how hard you work, there's always time in the day to connect with the significant others in your life. One thing that have always stuck with me will always be no matter how busy I am with life, no matter what I got going on, there's always time to make sure the people close to you are doing well and be a part of their lives too.
There's nothing better than watching the success of a management team. It's not as much fun when it doesn't work out, but for all the times it does work out, it pays for it many times over. And I think that's what makes it all fun. And it's not just boards, it's management teams. I'm looking for these people who have the skills and the characteristics that can all come together. And I think a couple of the key ones to me are a sense of urgency. I'm a growth guy. I do growth things. I don't take apart companies. I try to make companies grow, whether I was an operator or even as a board member. Another one that I look for quite a bit is integrity. Integrity is just one of these things you have to have in my world. If you can't do that, if you're willing to cut corners, it's just not going to work out, right? And then another one that comes to mind that I think is really important is talent. Not only the talent that you recruit, but the talent that follows you. Do you have a set of people that have wanted to follow you from place to place to place? That usually means you're a good manager, you're a good board member, whatever that it might be. I've got these people that really believe in what we're doing. And I guess the last one I'd point out is it can't be about you, right? So you can't be in this to make a name for yourself. This is about us. What motivates me? That's a great question. I was fortunate enough to have a really good career. I have a fantastic family. My wife has put up with me for 32 years, and I got a bunch of kids that are reasonably happy that I'm their father. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot in life, and I do want to enjoy life. But there were a lot of people who took me under their arms. over the years, and gave me a lot of really good advice. So I think one of the things, particularly with the private companies, that motivates me is I try to work with these people that I like, so I really want to help them. I'm frankly just completely shocked I'm even getting this award, and I'm probably just more grateful that people would even consider me for it. I deal with so many great directors on a daily basis. I'm very thankful and grateful for people actually caring that I'm doing a good job.